Welcome back to another edition of my soapbox. Now, here's something that you might not know about me. I love gardening. I mean, from herbs to flowers, there is nothing that I won't love to grow, collect. I mean, if you look at our kitchen, it is full of chives, it is full of aloe vera plants, it's full. In fact, so much so that the ladies have been fighting with me for counter space. But, as I was reading over Matthew 7 last night, Jesus was talking about the good vine and how a good vine cannot produce bad fruit and how a bad vine cannot produce good fruit. Now, we look at this and we see, it makes sense, of course. I mean, a bad vine cannot produce big, juicy fruit. I think, that's fairly obvious. But what we don't see is that the vine is a part of one whole plant. If you look here at my rose bushes, you see it's a whole big plant. It has the stem, it has all the pieces, but on it there are different stems. There are different parts to the vine. And for me to keep these healthy, I need to prune certain parts of it. You see, what would be the use of me pruning away the whole bush and killing it? What would be the point of me spending this time growing it? What would be the point of investing and travailing with it to produce that good fruit if I was going to cut it all down? However, I can't just let this vine grow out of control and continue to produce bad fruit, because if you look on this vine, you'll see that there's this dead piece on it. You'll see that there are some pieces that have been eaten by bugs. There are some that have, been frail because of the cold, harsh winter. But in order for this vine to survive, I must cut away these bad parts. Because if I don't, the true growth and beauty that is here will never grow. The good fruit can't grow while the bad fruit are still attached. And it's like this in our personal lives. We can't just be all good or all bad, but we need a balance of both. We need the Lord to prune away the bad characteristics in us, the parts of us that cannot produce good, the parts of us that no matter how much we try to do good, no matter how much we try to travail and in our own strength produce good fruit, it will not. God has to take us through a season of removing the contamination that we have made in our life, removing away the sin, the contamination we have placed, the curses we have placed in our life, and He has to remove it. You'll notice for sometimes in your life, the Lord would have you completely stop something that you were really good at, like writing or making music, because a time came when it became contaminated. Now, it doesn't mean that He wants to completely destroy the anointing that the Lord has given you. It means that He wants to remove the contamination so that it can grow back pure and beautiful and strong. Because if He allows that characteristic, that contamination to continue to stem in your life, it will only lead to the destruction of what the Lord has put in you. I want to encourage you today. If you feel yourself going through that pruning, don't be discouraged. There will be a time when it will grow back. Maybe it might not be the exact same as you experienced it, the exact same anointing, but the Lord will bring it back in His season. So allow the Lord to take you through. Thank you for joining me. Again, post questions, challenge me. If there's something on your heart, let me know and I'll be glad to be there. Bye-bye.